Hello, hello, creative stampers. How are you this wonderful Thursday morning for Fun Fold Thursday? I've got a Hinge card for you today. If you've not seen a Hinge card, this is a really fun card to make. And it especially goes well with the Traditions of Christmas designer paper. So we're going to be using that with shades of mossy meadow and reds and gold, all kinds of beautiful colors. All right. Let me see. Oh, for those of you finding me for the first time, my name is Kristina Reese, and this is Creating with Kristina. And you can see above my head, I come live on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central here on either my Facebook group or my YouTube channel. So you can catch me in both places. All right. One more thing before we get started, and that is, let me switch cameras. All right. And that is, don't forget, we have this amazing joining special. You know what? That's backwards. Hold on. There we go. Now we can read it. All right. The October joining special. You all, this is the best joining special they have ever had. We've got so many people signing up for it, really getting a lot of value for their product that they're purchasing. And my team is called Reese's Paper Pieces, and we have a lot of fun together. We get together on the second Sunday of every month and do a mystery Zoom, and I go live on our private group page to keep you updated with all the wonderful stuff Stampin' Up is doing. All right. And like I said, our card today, and I'm going to zoom in just a wee bit. There we go. Our card today goes really well with the Traditions of Christmas collection. I've been using this collection over on my holiday sketch a day series that I've been doing on YouTube, and it's just a beautiful collection. We've got all these sentiments with labels. We've got this beautiful greenery with all this die cuts, and then also the paper. I'm going to show you today how you can cut the paper out with the dies too. The paper is just absolutely beautiful. Not only greens and reds, but we've got gold and bubble bath. So, and also a little bit of pool party. So really beautiful. And here's the back side. Gorgeous colors. All right. So that is the paper we're using. We've got our stamp set. We've got our bling. We've got our ribbon. All right. Let's put this card together. Let me grab my pieces. Well, okay. I don't like this one. When I put my pieces down, then I can't find them. Oh my gosh, here we go. All right. And also, if you've got a question or you need my attention, put a question mark in front and I will hopefully get to answer your question. All right, we've got Linda from Florida here and Darlene from New York. Luana is here. Marianne is here. Nope, haven't missed anything yet, Marianne. Just getting started. Terry is here and Elaine. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. All right, I'm zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be working with the Mossy Meadow. So we've got an 8.5 by 5.5 piece here. Then for our inside, we've got the 4 by 5.25. We'll need that. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of designer paper that are 2 3/4. Whoops, sorry, out of the camera. 2 3/4 by 5.25. And this actually is this a set? Yeah. So I just cut a 5.5 piece and then I flipped one over. And this is the paper that I did not have to fussy cut because there is a die that cuts this from the paper. So that's what I did there. And then one last thing, I used the Spotlight on Nature circle dies and I cut this circle out to kind of help the bouquet pop out a little bit more. All right. Any questions so far? Rhonda from Georgia here. She says, isn't your birthday in October? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Yes, October is the best birthday month in the whole world. My grandson is an October baby also. All right. So let's do this. So first of all, let's get all the pieces out of the way and we need to use our base. First of all, you're going to need a cutter and a scoring tool. So a trimmer, both. You're going to need both a trimmer and a scoring tool. And so we've got our, see, now I need to zoom back out so you all can see my trimmer. Come on. There we go. We are first going to score it at 4 1/4. All right, 4 1/4, and get your blade out of the way. Oh my gosh, how many times have I cut my paper while going live because I wasn't paying attention? Now that I've scored it, I am going to cut off 1 1/4. So here we go, 1 1/4, and I'm going to cut that. All right, there we are. This is going to be our hinge, so don't lose that. Okay, and then here is our card base. Move my thing out of the way. And we are, depending on how you want your card to open. So you can have your hinge go this way and your card open this way, or you can have it this way. You can have your hinge go this way and your card open this way. So either way is fine. I'm going to do it this way. And we're going to adhere. Oh, I almost forgot one more score. Totally forgot. Sorry. You need the hinge. All right, so score it at 3/4 of an inch. That is the actual hinge. Okay, get your blade out of the way, and we're going to score at 3/4. Now, because this is an interactive fold, we want to use the strongest adhesive, and that is my liquid glue. Whoops, got the wire caught there. Let me get that wire out of the way. There we go. We need our liquid glue, and we need our card. And how this hinge works is we're going to glue it to the inside here. Don't glue it back here or you'll see it. You don't want to see it. So glue it here, and we'll put this sheet on top of it so it hides it. Okay. And it doesn't really matter where you put it. It matters, I guess, because of this piece. I want it in the center. It doesn't have to be in the center. I've done them where they're kind of to the top and different places, but anyways, as you're designing your card, you decide how you want your hinge to go. Now, be aware of the score line there. You don't want it to be sticking out past your card. All right, and let's see, where is my center? My center is right here, and I'm using glue so I can stay lined up pretty well. Hold on, it's 1 1/4, so here we go. So basically, let me zoom in so you all can see where I did this. Zoom way in. And can you all see the score line? It is right over the actual line. So when I fold it, it's flush. Well, there we go. Now it's flush with the edge of the card. All right. Yeah. It doesn't really, well, it does matter because this has to fit in an envelope. All right. And so, you don't want it to go past there. All right, good, good, good. And let's zoom back out. Whoops, come on. I have to be gentle when I'm zooming out or I'll click a button accidentally. Marianne's got a question. She says, with all the postings, am I putting them in the correct place? Reese's paper pieces. Either one, Marianne. You are, when you do one of my cards from my Creating with Kristina site, you can place them either way. If we're doing like tonight, not tonight, I'm sorry, Sunday night when we do our Zoom mystery stamping, we want to make sure we put those on the Reese's paper pieces page. So, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, good question, Marianne. All right, here we go. And we've scored, we've put it together. We're going to okay, I did that. I adhered the 3, and we're going to, let me read this again. Adhere the 3/4 area of the hinge to the base, lining up so the score line is with the edge of the card base. Allow 1 inch space from the left side. Okay, okay, I'm not really sure what I meant by that, but I do see this is coming off. I'm going to trim that part off, but I want to get the rest of my hinge decorated first. Okay. So now we're going to adhere the designer paper. So let's close this up and get our adhesive. Okay. And this is what I want for the top for the bouquet to sit on. Because if you put the bouquet on the bouquet side, let me show you what I mean. It's going to get lost. See, if I do that, you're not going to find it. So we're flipping this over. And now you can see the bouquet beautifully. So we're going to put that here. And we're just going to line that up, make it all pretty. There we go. Okay, I love that. And then the other piece goes on the inside. So here we are. Great. All right, so far so good. Okay, so I've adhered the designer paper. Now we're going to stamp the sentiment. Oh, so this piece is going to go on the inside, and I do want to stamp a sentiment on here. And sometimes it's better to stamp it before you stick it in there, but it doesn't really matter. You can always take it out and redo it if you stick it in there and mess up. But this way, if I don't stamp it correctly, I can just flip it over. All right, sending you love and joy. There we go. Simple, nothing fancy. Okay. And oh, you know what? I did okay, but I almost forgot. When you are doing a sentiment, make sure your sentiment doesn't stick out or it will show on the card. Not that it matters, but if you don't want it to show, be sure. Ooh, I almost forgot that you don't put that there. Okay, so we've got that on there. Let's go ahead and tape it. There we go. All right, we are doing good. All right, and now this piece is going to go here, and this piece will go here, and then we'll put some bling on it. Yeah, how's that look? I'm loving it. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit more so it covers, so it's more of a flap there. Okay, hold on. I don't want to make sure that I don't get glue. Here, let's do it this way. Yeah. I only want glue where the hinge is. There we go. Beautiful. And of course, this needs to be trimmed. There we go. And if you don't like how that looks, you could punch out a circle of designer paper and put it on there. Matter of fact, let's do that. That's a fun thing to do. So let me grab my, I think it's the 2-inch punch that will do it. Yeah. All right, the 2-inch punch. And let's get, so we've got that paper. Yeah, we'll just keep with that paper. Let me grab some of it. Where did I put the leftovers? Here it is. Oh, yeah. Where I had fussy cut the flower out, we'll just make a circle here. There we go. And you can either do this one or this one. All right, so let's put that on there. It cleans it up, doesn't it? And these are going that way, so let's make these go that way also. I'm thinking the 1 7/8 might have been a better punch because I'm thinking that you're going to see the white. Yeah, you are. But that's okay because this covers it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But if that bothers you, then get the 1 7/8, not the 2-inch. Okay, let's get to some dimensionals here. Do I have any left on the sheet? Yep. All right. And I definitely want to make sure I don't accidentally put dimensionals past this circle or we'll have trouble with our bouquet. Okay. There we go. And oh, if you want even more, so it had a bow on it already. I was going to get the red bow and put a red bow on there, but then you could see the blue bow behind it, and I didn't like that. But you know, you could put twine back here. You could put other sprigs back here. Yeah, you could really make this festive. I'm just making it simple for today's demonstration. And remember, if you are enjoying this paper that I've been using, be sure to be following the holiday sketch a day. I'll be using this designer paper, this suite, all week long. So for 7 cards, we've done 2 of them so far. All right. Bling. That's what we need. Where's the bling? Here it is. And also don't forget about that joining special. I would love to have you on my team. You can ask Marianne. She loves it. She's very active. I love that. A lot of active team members. And Marianne doesn't, we have many people who just join to get the discount. But then we've got others that join to make a little extra on the side or to get their friends involved. Yeah. So all kinds of reasons to join Stampin' Up. I joined for a business because I just love, I can't decide. I love having people over to my house, and I can't decide. Does we want more bling? Yeah, we want more bling. Yeah, so that's why I joined, so I could start having card classes at my house. And then COVID came, and then I started going online, which that's fun. Okay, that's enough bling. So we call it the hinge card. It's just got a little hinge, and you open it up and you write your message. And there you go. I hope you all liked this fun fold. And if you make it, please post it on our Kristina's Creative Stampers private Facebook group. We'd love to, especially if you use a different kind of paper. It's always fun to have ideas for different ways to make this card. And I see, oh, she has the magnet. Oh, that would be a great idea. Yes, put a little magnet underneath the paper here or underneath here. Click, and it would stay closed. Yep. I like that idea. Great idea. Weight of the paper, Loretta? Oh, I have no idea. You mean the designer paper? It's just regular. It's lighter than our cardstock, but not as light as like printer paper. Printer paper is really thin. So it's like a very heavy printer paper. I guess that's the best word for it. But yeah. And then, of course, our cardstock is regular 80 pounds. And then our thick cardstock is 100 pounds. But we only have the thick in white. All our regular colored is 80. And then, like I said, I'm not sure the weight of this. I just know it's a thick paper. So, okay. I hope that answered the question, Loretta. All right. Yeah. Thumbs up, you guys. And share the video with your friends. Tell everybody about us. And I will see you all Monday night and for another scrapbook page. Okay. Have a great weekend, you guys. Love y'all so much. Bye-bye.